Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Roysum. I am super excited to continue this series on weighty words. In this short clip, we talk about what might be the single most important word for screening ideas in the middle of the troubleshooting process. That word is shape. I know your time is precious, so let's get started. Let us begin with a description of the technique. That is, the shape of the problem must resemble the shape of the cause. So, how would we use this shape tool in problem solving? One way would be to apply it to profile or variation across the width, specifically to screen ideas in the consolidation portion following the ideation phase of troubleshooting. For example, we could say that a smile-shaped bagginess profile could not be the largest cause of wrinkling on the front end of our machine because wrinkling on the front end has a taper shape. Another example is that while increasing or decreasing tension might moderate the frequency of wrinkling on the edges, it, in itself, could not be the root cause mechanics. That is because tensioning raises and lowers the entire tension profile shape, but does not change the overall shape. While this short clip is not intended to teach troubleshooting, we will remind the viewer of 3 vital stats with regard to profile. By far, the absolute very most important parameter is the CD location of the defect, whether it be a coating streak or wrinkle or some other trouble entirely. The second most important parameter is the width of the band of trouble. A 10 centimeter wide band of trouble could simply not be caused by excessive roller deflection of a 1 meter wide nip roller, as an example. Finally, what is usually the least important parameter is the one that most problem-solving people use, and that is magnitude or severity. Unfortunately, frequency or magnitude or severity are quite variable, as are their measures. That is worth repeating. Frequency or magnitude or severity are quite variable, as are their measures, making the whole enterprise somewhat less trustworthy. The shape tool is exceedingly powerful. It not only can be applied across the width, as we've just illustrated, it can also be applied down the length of the machine and with time. If any of this sounds vaguely familiar, it should. It is nothing more or less than the word correlation. So why don't I just use the word correlation? Well, first, the word correlation is way overused and even abused, and thus loses its potency. Second, because when it is used carefully, it can imply statistical correlation. While statistics can be revealing and can keep us from fooling ourselves, statistics are not always needed, particularly if the connection between cause and effect are strong and can be seen at a glance with exaggerated trials. Again, this is not a problem-solving course, but only as a reminder of some concepts that are useful for everyday troubleshooting. Perhaps the single most important use of the shape tool is to screen out seemingly good ideas generated in a meeting room from getting out on the floor and becoming bad ideas. Let me illustrate with more examples. Let us suppose that baggy edges is a complaint. Here, both sides of the web is baggy. Someone suggests that poor profile might be the cause. Certainly plausible, because we know that profile is a major cause of bagginess, as was seen in my Web201 Baggy Web Troubleshooting series. So, what about this profile? Someone else suggests that roller misalignment, which is known to be quite poor in the code area where bagginess is first observed. What do you think about this idea? Finally, the operators all concur that raising tension helps. What do you think about tension as being a root cause mechanics candidate? While all of these ideas should be considered, all can be dismissed as primary factors simply due to shape. The shape of baggy edges is smile or frown shaped. None of these candidates have that shape. Even knowing that tension affects severity as measured by defect rate is at best useful. However, tension cannot be part of the root cause mechanics. This is much like wrinkling. All wrinkling is tension sensitive to a degree. However, only 3 of the 20 or so wrinkle subcases are directly caused by tension. The good problem solver always tries to find the primary mechanics factors, as they tend to be stronger factors than those that merely modify severity, often due to complex interactions. Thank you so very much for joining me in this Weighty Words mini-series. Join me next week where I will share my favorite troubleshooting phrase, let the web tell you. If you have a topic you would like to hear about, let me know in the comment section below. If you found anything interesting or useful here, please like and share and subscribe. See you next time.